This week on CWN, cross country runs district on Monday.
And our band and choir have been busy. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Aaron, and today is Saturday, October 8th, 2022. You are watching Calallen Wildcat News Weekly Review.
Volleyball comes out with another program sweep against Robstown.
I think that's 2 in a row. They've been playing amazing against district opponents. They're on top right now. I can't wait to see what volleyball has for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they have a really good season ahead of them. And we'll get more onto sports later in the show. Now let's talk about what all our students and teachers have been up to. Let's kick off today's show with some incredible news. The band had a competition last Saturday at GP and took home grand champion. Here's more on how they did.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Maddie. So Maddie, how do you feel about our competition today?
I feel really good. I feel like we're going to do a really good job. We've been working really hard for this and I feel like it's really going to pay off today.
Alright, we'll see y'all after the show. Hey y'all, I'm back here with Maddie and we ended up placing first place in class for a first place overall grand champion, first place best drumline and color guard yet again this week. So Maddie, how do you feel about how we performed tonight?
I feel like we did so good. Like, I don't think we've had a show this good all year.
That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
Our band is just amazing.
Yeah, they're really killing it this year.
I know. Valissa interviewed choir student Aaron Krizak to find out more on choir's recent performance and the advancement of several students to region. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Valissa with Calallen TV, and today I'm here with Aaron Krizak. What can you tell us about the choir audition you had last week?
Yeah, so last week was our district TMEA large school auditions for choir, so that basically means that we had a selection of music that we sang in front of a panel of judges in order to be ranked and put into the region choir, hopefully in the next round, and I was able to get second chair. So, yeah.
And overall, how was that experience?
It was a pretty good experience. It was nice to be a senior because it felt like it was my last time to really do it. And it was obviously nerve-wracking, but it was still really fun to be with all my friends and to have that sort of energy together where we all were supporting each other.
Amazing, and great job, by the way.
You know, right now with our choir having students going to region and band taking home a grand champion again against GP, they're on fire right now.
Yes, they are. And the softball players participated in the Miracle League. Emily spoke to Coach Lynch for more.
Good morning, Cats. Today I'm here with Coach Lentz. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened last night at the Miracle League?
Yes, we had an opportunity to volunteer at the Miracle League. It was supposed to be on Saturday, but the rain kind of didn't allow that to happen, so we were able to do that yesterday, Thursday, and it was really, really great. We had a good group of softball players that came out and volunteered, and we had a great time just buddying up with the players there at the Miracle League and having fun with them and just sharing our passion for softball and baseball and having fun.
Awesome. I'm here now with Kerrigan. So Kerrigan, what was your favorite part about the Miracle League last night?
The softball team came to the game. It was really good interaction and great to see new faces and good people. Basically, the kids liked them being up there, and it showed good support, and it was great.
That's really cool. That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
This month is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. Let's send it to Emily, who talked to Miss Lopez for more information.
Good morning, Cats. Today I'm here with Miss Alicia and
Hi, right here.
So, Miss Alicia, can you tell us a little bit about Down Syndrome Awareness Month and how we can bring awareness to that?
Bringing awareness, we just want to have everybody come down every now and then if you have some time, if your work is done. Teachers, if you're going to allow them, have them come down and say hi to the kids, get to know them, do some crafts with them. Say hi, get to know them. They love to, if they know you and they see you in the hallway, they're going to say hi.
So girls, what do y'all like about whenever students come in and do crafts with y'all? How does that make y'all feel?
I like the people that like to say hi. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Do you like doing the crafts with them?
I'm doing class with them.
It's really cool.
The popular girls?
Yes. And the popular girls.
Yeah.
Well, that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
As always, we have our GP Weekly Student Report.
I've really enjoyed this segment as it gives us more information on what the other schools are doing with their news programs.
Absolutely. Let's check it out and see what all GP has been doing.
morning. My name's Izzy, and here's what's been going on here at GP. Chef Vicencio and students began a new endeavor selling tacos.
Well, we did need to fundraise money for the culinary department itself. That really inspired us to do the taco sale, and we are having another one on October 28th, so we're looking forward to it.
Miss E and her human service classes made blankets to donate to Driscoll Children's Hospital.
Just so they can have something to wrap themselves around, feel love, something they didn't get when they're going through it.
GP Band performed in the annual tournament of bands, hosting the event for various schools from around the coastal bend.
It was really exciting to come back and see all of the bands perform and see how everybody has progressed through the years and see how all the bands have really grown.
Now on to sports. GP football ends their bye week against Brownsville Porter in their first game of district.
I feel like it's be a great game. I mean, we practice hard all week. We're preparing for Brownsville. I think we're gonna do what we do best. We've gone through our defense, gone through our offense, both sides of the ball, and I think we have a good chance of winning.
GP volleyball begins the second half of district with Victoria East after playing Ray last Friday.
We really need to work in the game against Victoria West, and we'll be going there next Tuesday. So that's really the game we have to push forward in.
That is all the Wildcat news we have this week. If you liked what you saw, you can check out these 2 QR codes or go to the link below. Thanks for watching.
It's really neat to see that GP's culinary classes are selling tacos for a fundraiser. It's a lot like our Wildcat Cafe.
And like how they sell the coffees and the pastries and all that.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yep. The PreAP Chemistry class conducted a lab over different rays and colors of light to learn more about light as a whole. Here's Mrs. Johns with more.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Miss Johns. So Miss Johns, can you tell me what your chemistry classes were doing today?
Well, it was kind of cool. They were looking through spectroscopes at spectral tubes of gas, of different elements that were then put through an electrical force, and it caused the electrons to get excited, and then as they went back to their ground state, they released energy, and if the energy corresponds to a color, they got to see the color. And we've been talking about how every atom's unique, and their own electrons, they all have different types of electrons, different numbers, and they absorb energy at different levels, and so we could see different colors as they came back down, and so every element has its own unique spectrum, and it was kind of cool for them today. Instead of just seeing a picture of it in a book or on their paper, they actually got to use spectroscopes, and it was difficult, I'll be honest, but if they worked really hard and kind of got their eye just right, they could actually see the different spectrum that each, or spectra, I guess, that each element made today.
So Lexi, what did you think about today's activity?
I thought it was really cool. It's a really good hands-on experiment to see it through the spectroscope rather than just on the big screen in class.
So Derek, what did you learn from today's activity?
You can look through this little device and see a rainbow when it goes on an element. I thought it was pretty cool.
Perfect. Thank you. Back to the studio.
The class also had an observation lab last week. Let's send to Melissa, who caught up with Miss Johns for more.
Hi, I'm Melissa with Calallen TV, and today I'm here with Miss Johns. What can you tell us about the lab your students did?
Okay, so today we were doing an observation type lab where they observed colors of a flame. So in our classes and taking notes and studying, we've been talking about atomic structure, and one of the things we were trying to get them to understand is that electrons can move and they're contained in something called an energy level, right? So when they soaked the Q-tip in a certain metal salt, a dissolved metal salt, so they had metal ions on the Q-tip, and they were able to then heat them up, which is absorbing energy. You could see a color because the electrons would jump, they would absorb the energy, jump to higher level, and then they would fall back down where they were supposed to be. And when they did that, they released all the energy they absorbed. And if you don't know this, what happens, some energies are, they have a frequency that matches a wavelength, which we can see, which is called visible light, which is a color. So they were seeing different colors in there today because it's, and they were able then to calculate the energy of the electrons and of the light. It was just a fun experiment, a lab observation where they could kind of see things that we've been talking about in class, but actually see the colors. And so hopefully they're making the connection that those are electrons making those colors.
And overall, how do you think your students did?
They were great. We didn't have any injuries. first time with Bunsen burners in my chemistry class this year. We talked about safety, which was probably boring. You probably don't have that on film, but we talked about safety. We talked about making our hair was out of the way, making sure we didn't reach across the flame, making sure we wore our goggles the whole time, and always wash our hands, after the lab is over, to make sure you don't take anything with you on that part. And so anytime that goes well, it's great. We got a learning experience and we had a safe lab, so that's awesome.
Thank you so much, and back to the studio.
Mrs. John just continues to stay busy. I think she's at like 5 or 6 labs already this year.
No, yeah, we have had a lot of labs in that class. It's been really fun.
I bet. Will caught up with some engineering students to gain more insight on the pre-stages of compound machines. Let's see what it's about.
Hi, I'm William from Calallen TV, and I'm here with Chase and Gunnar. So can both of you please tell me what you're doing in engineering?
So we're using 3 simple machines to make a system to do a certain task that we drew from a hat. So like mine was flipping a switch, so we used a lever, wheel and axle, and chain and sprocket. So you pull it down and it lifts up the lever to complete the task.
All right. And Chase, what was your machine? What did you get?
Our task was rolling dice, so we used a pulley system, a lever, and we used 3 different simple machines. Then we use a gear train, and it basically lifts like a little platform which rolls the dice.
Well, that's really cool. Back to the studio.
And those compound machines, we're going to have a follow-up video next week, so make sure to stay tuned if you want to see more about that. Some of our dual credit students receive EKG certifications. Will spoke to Ms. O to find out more. Listen to them.
Hi, I'm William from Calallen TV, and I'm here with Miss O. So I heard you guys did the EKG recently. What was that about?
Well, this class started in September doing the EKG technician course through Del Mar Continuing Education. And we just tested last Thursday, and last Thursday we are certified. These guys are nationally certified. They did awesome. It was a very intense course for them, and they did very well.
Okay, well that's great. What exactly is an EKG?
So an EKG is, we usually have each other on the bed, and what we're doing is taking a recording the electrical activity of the heart. They will put these electrodes in these little wires. They don't shock you, but they connect them to your different parts of your body. They had to learn how to make sure they knew where they went. And then they actually will record it on the EKG machine to make sure that they have it correct to get the printout. So at this point, I mean, they are ready for hire. We'll put out our feelers out there and see who would like to hire them.
Everyone in Miss O's class passed their EKG certification. 100% everyone across the board passed.
That's really neat. And Coach Lamb and Miss Luby recently received a grant. Let's check it out.
Hi Wildcats, I'm Isabella Clement and I'm here with Miss Luby and Coach Lamb, who recently were just gifted a grant. Why did y'all want this grant and why did you apply for it?
Well, I wanted this grant and applied for it because I needed some new computers for my editors to work with on Yearbook, and I desperately needed a new desktop so that I could more efficiently use some graphic programs, Photoshop and things like that for our Yearbook program. I plan to give my editors these laptops so that they can take them with us to conferences or home to work on the Yearbook program because it works online. And I plan on using my desktop to make better graphics for the yearbook.
The good thing about CEF is they know who to give grants to that the kids really need the equipment. Our budgets aren't that great, and as you know what we do in this class, along with Yearbook as well, is it's a lot of technology involved. So we have 3 iMacs behind me, not enough to do all the editing we do. We've got 5 classes. Kids are doing great stories, got a great group of kids this year, and we need more stuff to edit with. So another iMac's going to help, plus I'm also getting 2 keyboards and 2 Apple mice, so these are specific to Apple products, and I have 2 Mac Minis that those keyboards and mice will go to. So it's going to be very important to get those editing skills that we need and continue doing what we're doing.
Thank y'all. Back to the studio.
You know, I talked about the grant earlier a little bit, but that's just super exciting that Calallen Education Foundation can just provide all this money for us because, like, in our classroom we have like 5 or 6 of Coach Lamb's checks I got over the years.
It's really neat.
Now, let's take it to Monique with the rundown on sports.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Last Friday, the Calallen Wildcat football team faced off against the Kingsville Brahmas and defeated them 64-3.
The Calallen Wildcats are coming into the game with an overall record of 5-0 and a district record of 1-0.
So I went in motion down the line and went out for a pass, and my dog Bryce threw it to me, and I scored.
this last week our defense came in against Kingsville, and Kingsville didn't stand a chance against our defense. They held them to a shutout all the way till the end, till they kicked a little field goal where honestly it should have been blocked, but it is what it is. We're going into this next week against Lafayette, and we should be kicking their tail too.
I'm Michaela and I'm here with Ian. So Ian, you're a freshman. Did you ever think that you'd be kicking on a Friday night with the varsity team?
Not really. I imagine Thursday nights, but Friday nights is incredible. It's great to be out here.
All right. And were you nervous? Like, did your team help with any of your jitters or anything?
I was nervous throughout the day. For some reason, I didn't get nervous when I got in the locker room, but they helped me a lot with that. And once I made my first kick, I was fine.
All right, good. And was the first kick different from the second kick?
The first kick was a little bit lower than the second one. Just tried to fix that second time.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Great game.
Thank
That's
you.
all from us. Now back to you.
The team traveled down to La Feria last night. We will have the results for you next week. Cross country raced in their last meet before district last Saturday in Kingsville. Here's Logan with Coach Spencer for more information on that meet.
Hello, Calallen TV. My name is Logan Barraza. I'm here with Coach Spencer. Coach Spencer, you guys had a cross country meet. Am I correct?
Yeah, this past Saturday we ran at Kingsville. Boys had a couple of top 10 individual finishers. Girls, we improved our times a whole bunch, and I thought it was a great test for us to get ready for district next week.
And were you excited for district?
Yeah, we're definitely excited. We run next Monday morning over at TM High School. I think we've got a real shot at getting quite a few girls and boys to regionals this year.
That's great. Now back to the studio.
Their district track meet is this Monday. Let's hear from Coach Burnett for his thoughts on how he thinks the meet will go.
Hello, Calallen TV. My name is Alfredo Alnice, and today we're here with Coach Burnett, the cross country coach. Coach, can you tell us what you're doing to get ready for the meet?
Yeah, we've been practicing all week. We're going to have our district meet on Monday. It's going to be October 10th, and we're going to be running at Toloso Midway High School. Their course is kind of a flat surface. It's an all-grass course, so we've been practicing all week running on a flat grass surface and kind of getting our boys and girls ready for the district meet.
Thank you, Coach. Back to the studio.
The varsity tennis team defeated West Oso this past Saturday by a score of 11-2 and are the district runner-up with the record of 7-1. This will clinch a spot in the upcoming playoffs in which the team will face off Hondo in the by-district round on October 10th or 11th. Details are being worked out for that match, and we will let you know as soon as we find out more information. The volleyball team hosted the Kingsville Brahmas and traveled to play the Robstown Cotton Pickers, resulting in 2 program sweeps. The volleyball team has had consecutive program sweeps for the past 3 games, with TM, Kingsville, and Robstown. For the Kingsville game, the freshmen and JV won in 2 sets, and varsity won in 3 sets. Let's take it to Hayden and Coach Pettis for more.
I'm here with Coach Pettis. So, Coach Pettis, I heard y'all start y'all second round of district tomorrow. So, who do y'all play and where at?
We do. We start with Robstown. It's actually at Robstown. Freshmen play at 5, JV plays at 6, and our varsity will play at 7 o'clock.
So, y'all have a bye week this Friday. So, when is y'all's next game?
Our next game will be the following Tuesday. We'll be playing at Bishop.
So, y'all had a program sweep against TM and Kingsville. So,
Yes.
how do y'all feel about that?
Feel really good. It's nice whenever all three teams right now as far as district play have been undefeated, and we hope to carry that on to the second round of district.
Thank you. Now, good luck this season.
Thank you.
Back to the studio.
And last night for volleyball, we had an open match. Our swim team had a tri-meet this past Wednesday against London and Alice here at Calallen. Jenny Pickens continues her impressive career where she tacks on another Calallen swim record onto the board. Let's find out more from Coach Lawrence on the meet.
What's up, Wildcats? I'm here with Coach Lawrence. And Coach Lawrence, I heard you had a tri-meet against Alice in London. How do you think that went?
It went really well. Our kids performed really well. It was good competition. Alice always brings, they have a very large swim crew. London, not as many, but, we match up with both of them really well. And, had a lot of good individual events that we did well in. So we were real happy.
That's good. And what kind of meetings do y'all have coming up, and what are y'all doing to prepare for those?
Well, our next meet, we have another tri-meet here at Calallen with Flower Bluff and El Campo. Both very good, have very good swim teams. And then after that, we have something called the class meet, where they actually divide everyone up from, if you're a freshman, you only swim against freshmen. If you're a sophomore, you only swim against sophomores. So it's a real fun meet because you're actually going against people at your own age, which you don't always get to do.
All right, thank you. Back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
So our volleyball team is actually undefeated in district, and our football team is also undefeated. Our fall sports have been doing very well.
They're doing really well. Last night we traveled to Lafayette and did business as needed. And I know that our tennis team is going to the playoffs. They're going to be playing Hondo sometime soon. That's super exciting.
It really is. Now here's Candace with today's weather forecast. How is it looking outside, Candace?
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Today's weather is brought to you by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Today's weather currently is 74 degrees with a 3% chance of rain, and the wind's blowing from the north-northeast at 7 miles per hour. Looking further into the day, the temperature is going to rise up to 86 degrees, get as high as 87, and then drop down to 81 later on this afternoon. Percent chance of rain staying 0 to none, which is going to be a great weekend, and the wind's blowing from the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour, and then picking up later on today. Looking further into Sunday, the temperature is going to rise also up to 88 degrees, percent chance of rain also rising at 11%, and the wind's blowing from the east at 10 miles per hour. You know, Halloween is in 23 days, so get your Halloween costumes ready. You know, that's all for the weather this weekend. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Candace.
It looks like we're going to have a really pretty weekend.
Yes, look really nice out there.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, why do dads take an extra pair of socks golfing?
I don't know, Aaron. Why?
In case they get a hole in one.
For all you social people out there, make sure you are following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.